Every time I'm out here exploring the Nether, I always end up really missing the old tunnels. We're doing a whole thing with the Nether hub. All the tunnels, like the new tunnels, are going to be like diagonal and stuff like that, and I haven't really started on those projects. I just dug this tunnel over here. This is going to a new portal that I just built. Oh, what's in that tunnel? What's in that portal? Oh man, I'm not going to go in there right yet, but you'll see later. Yeah. To Basalt Delta and Soul Sand Valley. Drew and Chuckles Witch Farm. Yeah, okay, so that's where the witch farm is, and our new tunnel is down there as well. But eventually, we're going to have to try to link our new portal to one of the new tunnels, and I'm not too sure exactly which tunnel it is going to be. I think it's going to be the same tunnel that the shopping district is in, because the shopping district is right here. I don't really think I ever talked about the new Nether hub idea on my channel yet. The diagonal tunnel stops here at the shopping district, but I believe this is going to have to be the tunnel for my new portal. We're going to have to extend this one in the future diagonally. So hello guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Cornerstone Season 2 on a time off exclusive. It's been a while. It always seems to be a while now when I put these videos out, and especially the single player world. I feel like I have a lot on the go on the channel now, and it's not just based on the long-term series like Cornerstone and whatchamacallit, the single-player series. I'm focusing on some other smaller series, like I'm doing Drew and Hap's Incredible Adventure right now, which is a hardcore series. As of right now, I'm about to live stream for the first time the single-player hardcore series that I'm going to do. I've never really done a hardcore world before, and I was thinking about doing a series for a long time about it. I know it was kind of like a trendy thing. This is going to be my way to do a kind of like a vanilla hardcore series and live stream with you guys and enjoy that. So I just saw you take fall damage. But we are here on the Cornerstone Season 2 server, and things have changed, I think, since the last episode. I believe the last episode was the Warden prank, right? I think this is episode 19. I think. But there are definitely some things that I'd like to talk about before moving forward in this episode, because I think this is going to be a pretty meaty episode with just information and stuff like that. And we're going to try to do some building later on, but as of right now, I kind of want to get you guys caught up to speed with what's been going on in the server, what some of the history has been, and what we're going to be doing moving forward, because I think I'm going to be treating the series a little bit differently. All right, we're back here at the old base. You guys remember this? Okay, can I sleep? Just to get rid of the rain? Nope, doesn't look like I can sleep. Okay, that's okay. Back here at the old base, and I'm not gonna lie, even off camera, I haven't really been here in a little while, because every time I've been on Cornerstone, I've kind of been elsewhere working on some other things. This season, Onion and I wanted to do a base together, and I think we're the only people that might have been base mates like this. I think other people might have done some projects together, kind of maybe merged their bases. But Onion and I were really trying to share a space here for a while. And we set up in this lush cave here that Crossbow actually found really early. So this is like a massive spider farm with 5 spider spawners. That's kind of, I guess, maybe the main reason why we decided to do the cave base, was to kind of take ownership in the awesome spider farm over here. So up here actually is also another, that's a 6 spawner that was a little bit too far to get everything in together. So Onion made the one over here. And of course, the last thing that I worked on over here was I started the storage room area. So everything was going to kind of be like laid out throughout the cave and everything, and we had all the blocks marked of which resources were stored in what, right? But the more that I play in this world, the more I'm kind of realizing how distant I am from this area. And it's nothing against like what we've done here, but I think my interest is kind of gone elsewhere at the moment. So this will always kind of be like the home base, but I do have plans to kind of venture out and do some things on my own, because this season I really haven't really felt... I don't know why I tried to jump on the armor stand, but I do think we have been here for quite some time now, and at this point I would like to try to shake it up and maybe do a little bit of a fresh start somewhere, and it might, just might, relate to the portal that you saw before. So there's another thing that's kind of significant about Cornerstone right now, and my content since I last left off is that we're in a new update. We're in 1.20, which is the Tails and Trails update. I don't remember which order. Tails and Trails, Trails and Tails, I don't know. And a lot of that content is new. I wonder if Jack's actually selling the new cherry. No, he's not. He's not selling the new cherry blossom wood, or is it just cherry wood? I don't know. So this update, I really haven't looked at any of the new stuff yet. In my single player world, I've just started to kind of dabble with the bamboo blocks and everything like that. But a lot of it's still pretty new to me. I still haven't seen a cherry grove biome in person yet. But I don't know if anyone's really selling any of the new stuff. The only thing I could really think of is Jack's shop over there. But going over here to the redstone, the redstone shop that Chuckles and I are both running, he sent a message out to me telling me about the stock. I believe he said that he restocked a lot, and I don't really know what was sold out. Maybe I'll have to look at his message again, but I think he told me that where did all the chests go? Maybe everything's in here. Stone, okay. Chuckles does like to stay very, very organized. Oh, it might be this here. Yeah, I think this is what he was talking about. Okay. So I think I found our supplies, our stock. The last time I left this place too, I was wondering about our sales because I was wondering if we were maybe a little bit too expensive. That's just me though. I don't really, like, I'm not a redstoner. I don't really know what's a good bargain and what's sold at a good value. And because I'm not a redstoner, I never have to make these things, and I need to sleep because I can see it's getting dark outside. Man, I really like this part of the build here. Like this little area here. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I renovated this place a few episodes ago, and I really like the upstairs portion now. I really like what this place has turned into. So let me know what you guys think, all the redstoners out there. What's good value for this kind of stuff? Like what's a reasonable price? Because some things, like I was considering about doing like maybe 16 for 1 diamond or something like that, because it really doesn't look like you get a whole lot, but you know, for dispensers and everything. But I guess everything has different recipes and things might have different value compared to everything else. So I don't know. See, this is 16 for 1 diamond. I got to spend some time in here and really figure out these prices. Oh, and speaking of Chuckles too, he sent out a message to everyone in Discord saying that he redid the Ender. So at the beginning of the season, Decisive is the one that built the original Ender, and that's what we've all been using for the longest time. But Chuckles spent some time out there trying to make some improvements, so I still haven't seen that in person yet, so we're going to go check that out together right now. And we're back here in the old tunnels. I don't even think that there is a new tunnel that connects to the Ender, so I believe everyone has to use this tunnel when going out here. Okay, and we're going to jump in. And I got a piece of stone. That's okay. Oh, okay, so this is new. So before, I believe it was like a staircase. So take the elevator down. Oh, this is just a water drop, right? Ah! Oh my gosh. Holy cow, this is all brand new. That must be the new Ender, right? But what's all this for? Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to take the boat out there? Here, let me just... Oh, okay, see, it refills. Ha! Okay, so it looks like we have the new and improved Ender. And yeah, this all looks brand new. Holy cow, it's loud. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. Ah! Okay, I gotta turn down my volume. Holy cow, okay. So a lot of XP so far, XP for days. Seems pretty quick. Oh, do I even have to use my sword? Or, oh, okay, I can see I could just punch them. But if I use the sword, I can get more of them at once, right? I think Chuckles did mention something about there being a safety mechanism too. So in case you accidentally throw like your sword or, you know, shovel or axe or whatever in there, your elytra, you actually can, there is a chance to save it somewhere. What's this door? Oh, that's redstone stuff. What's, okay. There seems to be quite a bit of stuff going on down here. Oh, whoa. I don't have my elytra on. I gotta be very careful. There seems to be a lot of complex stuff here. This might be the safety mechanism here, so just out of curiosity, let me go take some scaffolding and maybe throw that in there. Okay, so I heard the redstone trigger. If we go over here, it's gone. Or maybe it's just lost in here. I think it might just be stuck and lost in here somewhere. I see, but I thought it was supposed to... I don't know. I think there is a safety mechanism. I got to get Chuckles to kind of walk me through all this stuff. Place the shulker against the sea lantern and press the button. Okay. Redstone was being triggered. Return shulkers. So what do I have to do? Man, I thought my Enderman farm in my single-player world was impressive, but this is like, this seems like next-level stuff. All right, and then what's this? Emergency stop. Stops ender pearls. Oh, okay. So I think if you turn that on, that's the safety mechanism. I think this actually prevents everything from being lost. So you can press this and return the shulker box early. So if I press that, will I get it? And there it is. Oh, okay, so it does. Ah, that's exactly what it does. It fills your ender pearls. Okay, that's perfect. Now I have... Oh my gosh. What the heck? So I think I'm just going to take those Enderman heads and probably just chuck that there for now. Now I got to go... I think I'm going to have ender pearls in my inventory the rest of this episode. That's funny. And then that destroys it. Oh, I get it. Okay, and then we just continue down here. So what's down here, I wonder? I think this way... Oh, whoa, what is this? Okay. It's an elevator that just goes back up. Oh, maybe this just takes you to the portal. Oh, that's what it does. It takes you to the portal. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. Because, yeah, I remember Chuckles was saying he didn't like having to go up and run across the island. Okay, that's what that is. I see. All right, so we're back here in the Nether Hub, and there's one more place I wanted to stop before we kind of progress more into the episode here. This is kind of my own shopping district away from the shopping district, and obviously I have to kind of shovel some snow. So a little while ago, I was in a call with Brad, and he told me to check out the Paly juice shops. I think it was because I originally when he said it, it sounded like he was like trying to prank me or something like that, or I felt like that I got pranked, but I think he was just trying to tell me that he bought some stuff. What is this? Yeah, I'm still getting used to the new potion looks. I completely forgot until now that there's not like a glint on them anymore. Oh, I think I found some sales. Oh, okay. So that is the night vision. So we got to restock the night vision. And anything else? What was over here? We had night vision and invisibility. Oh, I see. Unless I collected the diamonds a long time ago. So, okay, so invisibility I have to restock, and it looks like I have to restock the night vision as well. Okay, duly noted. Okay, thanks, Brad. But just before we leave this area, actually, I do want to mention that I do have plans on extending it because we don't sell every single potion in this village. That was kind of the original plan, but I don't know. There's some resources that would take a lot to gather. It would take a long time to farm enough to mass produce it, right? And I don't even think, like, I'm selling some potions here, and there's not even a high demand for potions, really. Maybe they could be a little bit more powerful, but when I watch people on YouTube and stuff like that, like people who play Minecraft, they don't typically use a lot of potions. But in the future, I would like to have a staircase to lead up into another section of the village, and then we would have maybe 2 or 3 more buildings up here. And of course, they would all sell some different things. And we have a building down here that we never finished either, which is this. And I still do have some plans for it, but I don't know exactly when I'm going to be getting to it. So we would have like a shop down here, and then there would be an extra something up here that I've kind of been keeping to myself because I kind of would like to surprise people for an episode on what I'm doing up there, but I don't really know if I'm going to... How complete this thing is going to be by the time Season 2 comes to an end. All right, guys, and here we are. We're back at the portal from the beginning of the episode, and we're finally going to be going in there. All right. But yeah, I built this tunnel here in this portal to link my new area that I've claimed for myself. And here we're going to be doing our kind of solo projects out here in the near future. And of course, it is completely empty. But if anyone comes out here, they'll be greeted to Drew's new area and a bunch of resources that won't despawn because I don't have them loaded enough. And over here is the village that I've kind of been staying in for right now. So I don't have a whole lot of new plans out here other than just building a new house, which I would like to do probably over here closer towards that cliff. And I have done some concepts in creative just a little bit, trying to get like the general shape and the whole kind of interior laid out. It's still super early, but I think I have enough to maybe start doing some sort of construction here. Probably this episode is what I would really like to do. By the end of the episode, have something started. But I've just been living in this village for a little while now, and I haven't built anything here. I've just been making it completely mob proof, like hostile mob proof. So the reason why the portal's so far away right now is because there was a ruined portal, I'm sure you noticed, and I just ended up using that as the portal. So I think this is probably going to be the new area for most of the rest of the season. The way that I see Cornerstone Season 2 now is that we're really in the Season 2.5 era, I would say, because when I first joined Cornerstone ever, I joined in Cornerstone. Oh, they're breeding, do it, do the thing. That, oh no, they're not doing it. I ruined the moment. I don't know why they're not breeding. They wanted to breed, but they couldn't. So yeah, when I first joined Cornerstone, I did join Cornerstone Season 1. But the first thing that Paly told me when I joined was, at that time we were in the Season 1.5 is kind of what everyone was calling it. And that's how I feel about Cornerstone Season 2 now, is we're really in the 2.5 timeline, I think, at the season. And because of that, I mean, it's not like an official thing or anything. That's just kind of like my gut feeling. But it does kind of tell me that it might be good timing to, you know, kind of start to maybe give the series a bit of a new identity. I know there's a lot of projects that I've been meaning to get to and finishing, and I don't know, like, as a viewer, what you've been wanting to see finished, or if you have been wanting to see anything finished. I don't know. Like, comment below and let me know exactly what you expect in this series. I think moving forward, what I'm mostly going to be focusing on is going to be more community-based projects. And I have the perfect example of that this episode to talk about, because we're all kind of starting like a sort of like a mega project together. It's hard to explain, but I'll talk about it soon, I promise. But in terms of projects around here, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. I'm mostly just going to be having my house. I just would like to have a brand new house to myself, and then maybe some farmland around and everything like that, and maybe try to improve the village. So anytime I kind of want to get away from the community stuff and just do some me things, I think that's probably going to be what I'm going to be doing here. And this, of course, is going to most likely be the home of our new home here. Originally, when I was looking for an area, I was looking for maybe a bigger hill to place my home down by, but I think this will work out okay. I think it's okay just as it is. Of course, we can always terraform this and everything like that. So we have tons of work here. We have talked about if we would like to do Cornerstone Season 3 anytime soon, but a lot of people really feel like that we have so much more left to do in this world. So, and the updates haven't been like super significant yet either. So yeah, we all feel pretty good about just staying here in the Season 2 world. So I have tons of stuff to do. I hope you guys are excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it. Now let's go talk about this community project. Chuckles reached out to me, and I think some other people in the Discord of Cornerstone Season 2. He was asking about doing a golf course this season. Yes, that's right, a golf course. He said that his inspiration was from Hermitcraft. I think it might have been Hermitcraft Season 6. I think it was CubFan that did a golf course, and he figured out such a good system, like a good way to play golf in Minecraft, that Chuckles thought it would be such a great idea to do it for Cornerstone. I'm assuming that we're using a lot of the same rules that CubFan did on Hermitcraft, and I'm just following some coordinates. Chuckles left some coordinates that I'm going to right down here. And it should be right around here, because this is the area that we have talked about doing the golf course in. And I believe maybe there are some markers around here to mark out, yeah, like I think right there, to mark out where certain holes are going to be. So he mentioned in the Discord that there was, yes, I think this is it. There's a test course here. And this will explain how the game actually works. This is the water where you would be kind of throwing your ball. So you kind of are the ball in this. You're using tridents. Chuckles and I did play a few rounds of golf. It's very well designed, but it is very hard. Like there's a big learning curve, and I think that's why Chuckles likes it so much. Okay, so what am I looking for? There should be... Isn't there tridents? I think maybe for this we're using ender pearls, but there are tridents that we're using for the actual golf game, because how it would work is you would throw your trident up in the air, and while you have your momentum in the air, you would throw your ender pearl. And depending on the enchantments on the trident, you can actually throw further with some tridents and throw a little bit less further with other tridents. This is kind of what our map is going to basically look like. That looks like a real golf course, I must say. And this is probably going to be like the idea of how we're actually going to be doing it. The hole is here. Yeah, there's some note blocks. I was expecting fireworks to come out for some reason. I don't know why. But you can see that's Brad and Brandy's spoiler wall there of a game that they never finished. But I'm just bringing that up because the shopping district is just right over there. Basically, this whole area is going to be the golf course, and this is kind of what we're going to be doing. This is like the big community project that I was talking about. This is a project that I will be doing with some other people. I think Paly is interested, Stewie might be, and Chuckles for sure, and then me. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this might be a driving range. Oh, is this? See, I never actually checked the coordinates for sure. This might be the actual oh, yeah. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I believe it's the Riptide enchantment. So we have the driver, the iron, and the wedge. You have to be in water to get the Riptide effect. And then maybe you want to have ender pearls in your offhand. Maybe that's how it works. But you're going to throw your trident, and you're going to have speed. So when you... Oh, that's going to happen a lot. Because of the Riptide effect, you're going to have a lot of speed when you first throw. You're going to slow down in midair, so you got to really time it perfectly. But when you throw it, yeah, you can see how far your Ender Pearl really goes. And it might not even be loaded. Yeah, I don't even think... Oh, there we go. Okay, so this here, that would be my spot. So let me just use some, maybe some scaffolding here. What the heck? Oh, it's Rupert. That's where that is. All right, so that was with the driver. Now we're going to be using the wedge. So you can see over there, that's where we land it with the driver. So the wedge is going to be a little bit less, and it always depends on your angle too. So if I throw that, might have been a little bit of a poor angle. Maybe I could have gone down a little bit. And then we're going to land using our handy dandy scaffolding, just like that. You can look at the comparison. So, you know, the wedge obviously is for using at a shorter range, and then the driver is where you really want to try to get your distance, right? And then the iron would probably be somewhere in between here. But then again, it always depends on your angle. So say if we did the driver the next time, we probably either get further or maybe a little bit less. It all depends. That's why there's skill involved, and that's why it's such a fun game. It's really interesting. And I will say too, you are allowed to just throw ender pearls without any of the tridents. So when you're on the green and you're really close to the hole, it really is the most ideal to do it that way. So you don't want to use any tridents really when you're on the green. I believe here, you probably saw this before, from my understanding, where the lodge is going to be like the big golf lodge. I don't know if there's a proper name for them, but I believe that's what it's called. This seems to be what I am going to be working on the most, I think, out of this whole golf project. And I would really like to try to plan out some holes and stuff like that and do some terraforming, because it does seem like a lot of fun to do. The only real kicker about this is how, like, you look at this here. Look how small this is. This is like mini golf level here, right? What we want to do is, like Cub Fan did on Hermitcraft, is have a map of the hole. Each hole that you're at, you'll see a map of what hole 1 looks like, and you'll see a map of what hole 2 looks like, and so on and so on. We are going to be doing a full 18 hole golf course. That being said, we are going to need so much resources. We're going to need so much moss, so much concrete, and so much everything, sand and everything like that. It's going to take so long to properly terraform everything here, but it will be worth it. It's going to be so worth it. But holy cow, guys, it's going to take a long time to get all the resources and plant it. It's going to be a very tedious thing. What's this over here? Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. And this is... Oh. Nothing, I see. But yeah, okay, so there's a lot of work to go into this. It is going to be several episodes, but even then, I'm not going to want everything to be on camera, because there's going to be a lot of times where we're just going to have to completely turn our brains off and just grind and place blocks, and it's not going to be fun to watch. So most of this project will be done off camera, but it still will be a multi-video project. So we will have this on the go. This is probably going to be maybe our main focus for a little while. And then, of course, our main area, our new home area, is going to be another focus. So there's going to be a lot of bouncing in between those. And then whatever shenanigans I get in with the other guys, like, I'll try to get that on camera, and that will be the majority of the series moving forward for now. See? I'll still go back and use the old base. A little behind the scenes knowledge for you guys. Every episode or so, I typically make some notes depending like how much there is that I want to talk about and do. I try to kind of keep myself as organized as possible. At this point of the episode in my notes, I wanted to talk about the house that we're going to be building and like the foundation and kind of like what the idea of it is, and we kind of break ground together, but I kind of forgot about that part, and so I ended up doing a little bit of work that you can see over here. So we'll go ahead and check out what I just did. As you just saw though a little bit earlier in the little montage of busy work, I did get a little bit of stuff on camera, but there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. It looks like that there's more to talk about now, so what the heck are we looking at? Well, this is the new house, and it's kind of, I think it's starting to take some shape. It's kind of a complicated thing to look at. I know all the scaffolding's a little bit overkill, but that's, you know, you know. The idea of this house is that we really want everything to be here. What I mean by that is like, I kind of want to have a kitchen. I want to have my storage rooms, maybe, you know, yeah, a couple storage rooms, my enchanting table, all that kind of stuff. Like I want everything to kind of be hanging out here. I see you, dirt. And to do that, we need a big house. So I haven't really had much experience building big houses, but I did have some inspiration recently seeing some really cool things on YouTube and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, I think I'm ready to build a cool big house with you guys. So over here is obviously the main entrance, and when we walk in, we're going to be greeted with this kind of centerpiece here. This is going to be like the main lobby of the house, the hub area that kind of connects you to everything, I suppose. And over here is going to be the kitchen. There's going to be an upstairs here. There's kind of like a balcony, and we're going to have our enchantment table up there, kind of like more or less in the corner. And then over here, we'll probably have some storage. And then I would like to add a basement too, but I haven't quite figured out where I want the stairs yet. Maybe somewhere in this corner over here. Maybe somewhere in this corner over here. Maybe I'll have like a few different staircases because I want to give the house some variety. One of the things in my single player world that I kind of like is with my house in that world, I have multiple entrances to the house. So it's like you can kind of, any angle that you come from, you can get into the building. And I would like to do a very similar thing over here. This has kind of been like my little spot up here to kind of sit back and see how it's looking. But obviously it'll look a lot different without all the scaffolding. And it's very plain. That's something that I wanted to mention first because I want you guys to know that I am aware. And a lot of these resources might change. All in all, I do kind of want the house to be a little bit darker. I kind of want it to have like a more of a dark, cozy tone, especially on the inside. I'm still kind of playing around with some things. Like you can see each wall has some different materials. I would like for the roof to kind of be like that as well. I had some building blocks here. I also got another brick too, which I probably will try to play in there, maybe for the roof. The texturing is going to have to come into play, and that'll be very important when I get there as well. Trust me, guys, I'm very confident that I can make this thing look better. If you have any suggestions whatsoever, please let me know. And just to add real quick too, there are a couple things that I'm just going to kind of keep to myself right now that I will be adding. I think it's going to make the house really unique because I'm going to add a few things that I've never really added to houses like this. So I'm kind of seeing it more or less of like a fantasy-esque house, so we'll kind of exaggerate that too. So I have a couple ideas to really give it a lot of neat character, I would say. Again, guys, if you have any suggestions, please let me know what you would like to see in this house. Like, what are some rooms that we need in this place too? Like I already said, storage rooms, kitchens, enchantment rooms and stuff like that. What are some other things that we need in this house? The more the better, because we're gonna have a big empty space to fill this place with. Like we have a lot of space to fill is what I'm trying to say. I remember one thing I wanted to talk about too because I don't know, maybe for me this is kind of more or less of like an elephant in the room, but the roof is going to be very interesting because the way I'm building this place is I'm just going more or less for feel. Like you can kind of see like nothing's really symmetrical about this place, and you got some odd little walls here and there. Like it's a very different house. I'm doing it in a new way that I've never done before. So with this place, I'm kind of like, I am building it, but I'm also learning as I build too. And when you place the walls in such a kind of a odd way, like I have here, the roof kind of has to follow after that. But all in all, I am feeling pretty confident about it. We won't just have plain walls like this too. We will be adding in some windows and all that kind of stuff. So it's not going to stay exactly like this. And also maybe some of the walls will change too and whatnot. But I just wanted to try to get this up as quickly as possible to really put it into perspective on what we're building, to kind of see the general caricature of the house, and hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm going for. And if not, then I think next time I work on this thing, I'll kind of do a little bit more step by step probably, and then we'll actually kind of be learning as we go together. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode here, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so sorry it takes so long to get to these videos. We did get a lot of things done this episode, and hopefully I kind of put it into some pretty good perspective on what the future of the series is going to look like. Well, guys, with all that being said, I really, really hope you enjoyed this episode. There's a lot of information in here. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to do, obviously, especially right behind me, above my head. But I really do hope that you enjoyed it, guys. And if you like it, I hope to see you on the next one. And if you really, really, really like it, then comment and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next episode of Cornerstone Season 2.5. How many people have ever noticed that in my ender chest I've had a bunch of netherite ingots for a while, and Decisive gave me like 9 ingots one time. I think I used one of them, but I have enough for like a full set of things. I went to go use this today, and by doing that I made a smithing table, which I believe is what you need. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but now you need a smithing template. Like, I kind of screwed myself now, because this whole time I could have used the netherite stuff, but now I don't have any templates, and it's 1.20 now. Like, am I missing something? Like, I think I screwed myself.